Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Brendon Burchard. Welcome to the Growth Day Morning Show. I hope you're having a fantastic kickoff to your Wednesday. It's halfway through the week. It's almost halfway through the year. The month. Halfway through the month. So how you doing? You holding up? You keeping that positive mindset from New Year's? Are you still focused on your goals? Did you look at them this morning? Are you serious about getting ahead this year? Are you still feeling that aliveness, that joy, that readiness to be your best this year? I'm wondering how you're doing. I mean, it's halfway through the month almost. You know, we got 2 more days to mid-month. And so I wonder, how you doing? How you doing? Are you still committed to those New Year's goals? Are you still as positive? Are you still as optimistic? Even though things in life and things in the world, even those things in the world go a little bit crazy, I wonder if you're still maintaining your sense of self-reliance and personal motivation, your sense of personal freedom, despite all the craziness in the world, because you can't control that. But you are the director of your attitude. You get to be the person who chooses your goals each day. You get to determine whether you take action or not. And what a blessing for that personal will and choice each day. And I hope you'll take advantage of that today with none other than Jamie Kern-Lima. Hi, Jamie.
Good morning. Happy Growth Day. How are you?
Happy Growth Day. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so good. You want to smash that link and see if we can get you in Facebook as well with us here today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we'll get lucky and have it available to everybody. Good morning, everybody. I do see you. Hi, Dana. Hi, Maria. What's up, Dana? Hi, Yadira. Welcome to the Growth Day Morning Show. Our goal here today is just put a little bit of inspiration, encouragement, some good life advice for you to have a good day. Really honored and thrilled to be here with you today and really excited to be joined by Jamie Kern-Lima. If you're on Facebook, you might have to hop over to Instagram today to see Jamie. Having some challenges of connection over there, but we're also really excited to see you all again. Hi, everybody.
Hello, good morning. You know, Brendon, in addition to reading all the comments yesterday, I literally went back through and was reading everyone's posts, and people are so pumped up about the morning show and about Growth Day.
Yes.
And I'm fired up too, because, and I got a lot of questions about what Growth Day is. And, you know, there's almost 700 people on Instagram right now, and lots on Facebook, and then thousands and thousands of more watching the replay. And I'm excited, just really,
good morning,
for everyone out there to answer some of their questions they had too about what this is for them and how it can impact their life and everything else. Because this is big. It's a big week, and everyone live right now is part of something so special and big. And so it's going to be fun to share more about that. Yeah.
1 second. Hey, everybody on Facebook, do me a favor. If you're seeing me on Facebook, first wave, and thank you for being here. And if you're on Facebook, hop over to my Instagram at Brendon Burchard. Go to at Brendon Burchard on Instagram for us today. We're going to continue the morning show there. We're having some issues getting Jamie into our Facebook feed right now. So hop over to on Instagram, where we are live currently and right now. And yes, I know everyone's saying, don't you love technology? I'm like, I know. So hop on over and we'll see you there. Facebook, hop over to Instagram. We'll see you there. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Super bummer.
But we're live and we're real.
It's just yesterday we had audio issues. We're still figuring it out. Jamie, make sure your Wi-Fi is on your highest strength. You looked a little pixelated on my side, and maybe it's a connection issue today. I don't know what's going on, but we're all here. I'm excited. Today's Wednesday. I was telling the group right before we jumped on, Jamie, we're halfway through the month almost.
It's crazy. So fast.
By Friday, everybody. Friday is halfway through the month. So I hope you have what I call Friday finishers. A Friday finisher is where you say, you know, every on Sundays, you set your Friday finishers. A Friday finisher means by end of day Friday, these deliverables or these tasks or these activities, they're done, not started, completed. Your Friday finisher, you finish that project, finish that idea, finish that task by Friday, because Friday's the 15th, halfway through the month. Jamie, it's cruising by. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. It feels like it was just New Year's. Everyone was just talking about if they're pro New Year's resolution or not, and what that means. And then I remember New Year's Day was such a big day because we all got to spend it together. And you've been working so hard on something huge. I was thinking, Brendon, this morning about Growth Day and about what this means. And I don't know if anyone watching right now will remember this, but I remember when huge cultural shifts and things happened around new ideas. And one of those is I remember when Starbucks was just starting, like it was just starting. And I remember, of course, in Italy and other incredible places around the world, people went and, had espressos and sat down outside and in community and had coffee, but that wasn't happening yet in the US. And I remember the start of it, and people, so many people so confused, saying like, people are going to go spend a few dollars on coffee and sit down there. How is that? Because it wasn't part of what people did in their days yet. And I remember watching this progression because, I grew up in Seattle, which is where the Starbucks headquarters is. And I remember watching people's daily habits change, watching everything sort of shift and change as this almost was incorporated into people's lives. I remember friends in the dating world, they no longer had to commit to lunch or dinner. It was like, let's grab a coffee. We'll see how this goes. And I remember that cultural shift. And what I'm so excited about, and so many of you guys have been DMing me and asking me questions about Growth Day. I'm on the outside as your friend and as your champion, and as someone who's been impacted by you. My life has been impacted by you and your amazing wife, Denise, like so many other people, right? So I'm on the outside watching this. You guys, Growth Day, I just want to say everyone part of this right now, especially in the formation of everything as this whole thing is starting, I see this as something that has never been done before, in the sense of shifting how we incorporate personal growth and development and all those things into our daily lives. Not to equate it to a cup of coffee at Starbucks, but I really see what you're doing with Growth Day as being so revolutionary and so big in terms of the added value it's going to give for everyone, and how easy it's going to make it for people to sort of like, on their own journey to becoming all of who they are and all of who they're called to be. And I'm so excited for this. And I for you, as your friend on the outside, I am so watching this because I know, let me keep it humble for a minute. I know how to build really big companies, and right? And
you do.
And
for those who are meeting Jamie for the first time, Jamie built It Cosmetics, and sold it for over $1 billion to L'Oreal, and she did it from her kitchen table. I mean, she knows how to build incredible things, and really knows how to serve people well. So I appreciate the humility, but you're like awesome.
No, but it's really fun. And I've seen I've had the blessing of meeting so many other, really creative entrepreneurs, and I mentor a lot of entrepreneurs, and I've seen so many people that build things that are really creative and novel that haven't been done before. And I haven't been as excited about something as what you're doing. And that's why I'm super honored to also just show up and support it however I can. But also, one story I want to share. So for everyone who's live with us right now, or who's going to watch the replay, a lot of you are starting things, or maybe you're years in to building them, right? And I just want to share the magic of the beginning and the magic of being part of the early, time, the early months, the startup phase. And for some of us, that's 5 years. Like for It Cosmetics, people read the headlines now, and it's now the largest makeup company in the country, which is wild. But the first 3 years of It Cosmetics, we couldn't even afford to pay ourselves, right? It was trying to do every job we could figure out because we couldn't afford to hire anyone. It was the years of building. And I was thinking about the Growth Day community. And I was thinking about everyone who's live with us right now, who is also part of your community with HPX and is going to be part of Growth Day, all the stuff that's happening. Because I'm getting your guys' DMs and questions, right? And it really reminded me, Brendon, of something I want to, I guess, feel in the day right now with everyone who's part of this, who's live with us. Wherever you're at in your own life right now, in your own, whether it's your own coaching business or your own, goals, your own hopes, what you're starting, those being part of the early days, months, weeks, years of something that's building and that's special and that's meaningful and that matters, even though the beginnings always come, right, with hardships, with struggles, with setbacks. I mean, I could talk for 55 hours about the number of no's I got and rejection and all that, right? And there were days in the early years where as a team, when I was building employees and starting to build culture and starting to hire people and build out departments and all the actually give job titles, all the things that start, it was so scrappy. It was not glamorous. There were so many things that went wrong all the time. There were so many, times we were let down. There was all the things. And everyone told me something that I'm going to share with everyone today. Everyone told me, oh, one day you'll look back and you'll be like, those are the best. Like, those are the best years, the years of the struggle, right? The years you're growing and the years you're challenging yourself. And when I was thinking about how impactful Growth Day is going to be on millions of people, what I'm so excited about at this moment is being part of the community right now, right?
Thank
where
you,
we
Jamie.
have,
I am too.
Right? And everyone live right now is the original, like we're the original, we're the original group that's really part of something from a new beginning. And, when you and I talked about doing this morning show, we talked about the idea of, could people really get value out of just coming together in the morning and being live together. I see everyone in the comments right now. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Mark. Everyone, we're together,
no,
right?
I see someone's posted, we're the OGs. We're the OGs.
Yes.
And they're excited about it because I think Growth Day I think you're totally on it. Growth Day is a movement. And what's so funny is in the early days as we're starting Growth Day, and if you guys don't know what we're talking about, go to growthday.com and see. We're basically trying to bring a whole community of people together who are really committed to personal growth and excellence, but most importantly, to build a community where you're getting taught and trained and coached from literally the world's best for less than $1 a day has been like the thing. And the movement we're trying to create is saying you should have days that are intended for your personal growth. And most people never have them. And as we're starting it, yesterday we had audio issues, today we have tech. It feels like every day is a tech issue day. Anyone else relate with this now that you're home working all the time? It's like, every day there's some tech issue. Zoom worked yesterday, doesn't work today. The Wi-Fi sucked today, but it was great yesterday. What's happening? And so it's frustrating, but I also say, most people don't start something new because they're embarrassed to be seen starting small.
Yes.
And I decided with Growth Day, after you built $1 billion company, and I've been blessed to reach, hundreds of millions of people with my message. Starting over is scary when you've had some like established track record or success, or people know me for this, so I can't do that. First, no one knows you. Just always assume that, my friends. No one knows you. If you want to change, pivot, and shift into something that's more true and heart driven for you, that can serve better, don't be worrying about that. Jump right in. Make that shift. Like, it's okay. It's a new year, and it's also a new time in the world. If you feel your heart is called to something, that's what happened with Growth Day for me. As Jamie knows, I felt like I could not only serve more people under the brand of starting something like Growth Day, but also bringing other voices in, bringing Jamie in, bringing our friends in, David Bach, Jenna Kutcher, Mel Robbins, Dave Hollis, Anthony Trucks, Gloria Tonmo, Prince EA, I'm sure I'm forgetting some people, who are going to be there for you all month long, encouraging you, giving you life advice. That's Growth Day, and that's our intention with it. So I appreciate you calling that out, Jamie, because it's starting and we're figuring out as we going, but already it's so huge. Y'all are serious OGs into something huge. I can share that.
I love that. It's like original growers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Original growers for Growth Day. No, this is, it's special. And I think that, you just brought up Friday will be halfway through the month of January, right? So that's how fast time flies for all of us. It's like we blink and time flies, and it's easy to go through all that time and go through every day and not actually grow and forget that you matter, and forget, that when you take care of you, then you're better able to serve everyone else, right? And I think, yesterday we talked a lot about habits, and as it pertains to taking a break every hour, right? And filling yourself up, which was a huge eye-opener for me, because I realized in even years of implementing that, even in my business, and I was doing it wrong, in the sense of I was thinking taking a break from what I'm doing is getting up, moving around, checking my emails, checking my texts, right? Which essentially just like hijacks our attention, and we're actually not.
And it's just shifting gears, right? It's like, oh, I took a break. No, you shifted gears to consumption, distraction, or more work. That's not a break. That doesn't give the mind a sense of openness or connection or peace that then allows you to go crush it in the next hour, And so, I think I got so many DMs from you all last night on that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this morning show, because that was amazing.
This is, and so many of you guys are posting your new break that you're taking in your day, which I love this, right? So this is huge. And the big aha for me was, if you don't rest your mind in that break too, and even close your eyes, how are you ever going to, fully even create or ideate or any of those things? And when you speak of DMs yesterday, one of the many DMs I got from everyone was one of my employees at Cosmetics, like saying, "Oh, I remember the breaks, and do you remember that we would actually start doing meetings in the hallway?" I'm like, "You're right. This is how wrong I was doing it, Brendon." We, just to share with everyone, if you weren't here yesterday, years ago, before I ever met Brendon, I heard him talking about the importance of, for every hour, taking that 10-minute break if you can. It could be 3 minutes, it could be 5 minutes, but just to feel the day and all that. And, I'd implemented that in my company. So we were up to 1,000 employees, and we started booking meetings, and then we would take that 10-minute break. And even if it was a 2-hour meeting, 50 minutes in, there was a break. And I was reminded yesterday, I'm like, you're right. What I started doing was thinking my break was moving and walking. So I would walk for those 10 minutes, but we actually started scheduling sub meetings for people that couldn't maybe get to me in time because we were just so busy. And during the 10 minutes, I would be walking and talking with someone else and doing a 10-minute meeting during that walk. And I just had this huge epiphany yesterday that, when we don't stop and do that, right? Because so many of us right now, live right now, and watching this later, you're like, oh, I keep sitting down to try and write the book, and I just can't. Or I am trying to, I have a business idea, I need to figure out how to launch it, or I want to up my game in this area. And we kind of feel these roadblocks. And yes, so many times we're tired, but my big epiphany with what you were sharing yesterday is a lot of times we're tired because we're not actually resting our mind, and we're not restoring our own creativity, and therefore not even able to totally be present and feel the day and have those kind of moments.
It's so important for people to, I share this all the time. I shared it with Jamie when I came out to your house, I think. I often, when people feel like they've got some momentum or progress, or they've had success in their life, you always ask, what do they want more of? Mm-hmm. And when you get in their psychology, the number one thing they actually want more of, they've never expressed or given verbalization to. I learned coaching people for 20 years. It's so, what people want more of is to feel the day more. They want to feel the day. They want to feel the energy, the magic of it. They want to feel the fulfillment or the meaning of it. They want to feel love or intimacy in it. They want to feel the connection with the kids. They want more feeling, but what they do is they blot out emotion because of fear. They blot out a sense that you'd be grounded, peaceful, or mindful because of distraction. And so all of a sudden you have this, like, people are blotting out the emotions they want to feel because they're scared to feel them, or scared to understand, you know, to deal with the discomfort from it. And then they don't feel the day because they're so distracted, sometimes distracted by like fake obligations to other people, that they, instead of saying no, they never set boundaries. And so you end up in this mode where I know a lot of people, they absolutely get so much done during the day and they felt nothing.
Yeah.
And if you get a lot done during your life and you feel nothing, don't convince yourself you lived life. You have to realize that life is meant to be felt. It's meant to be like this. It is an emotional journey, and most people just aren't in tune with that, so they don't feel the day. And then the other thing they want is more depth of emotion. They want deeper relationship with their spouse. They want deeper relationship with their kids. They want deeper relationships with, you know, themselves, but also deeper relationships with God, or deeper relationships with moments. And that's, again, part of feeling the day. And then I also think that people want a lot more meaningful pursuits. They want to feel that they're doing something that's meaningful, whether that's mission, purpose, or even just that day's hobby where they completely passionately dorked out on it, like I do all the time. You got to have that too. You got to have that too. But I want everyone to write this down. If you're watching us, feel the day. You've got to teach yourself to feel the day. And one way to feel the day is to put that as a habit into each hour, where you take a little bit of wellness or mindfulness break, where, again, yesterday I told everybody I kind of close my eyes, I stand, I bounce in place, I take 10 deep breaths, I get some water, I might stretch, do a few vinyasa flows, or I might take, you know, just a quick 3-5 minute walk and just refresh myself, come back, close my eyes, ask, what's my intention for the next hour, and go. And so we call that, if you read High Performance Habits, we call that release tension, set intention. So on the 50-minute mark, or every hour, release the tension in your body and your mind, and in your visual fatigue, closing your eyes, breathing deep. And then when you come back to do work, or to re-engage your family, or do the next thing in the house, set the intention. Okay, what do I want this next hour? Oh, okay, I want to make sure I finish that. Oh, I want to feel good. Or I just want to be present with my daughter, whatever it is. And that's the magic of life. That's how you feel life.
I think that's so brilliant. So 2 things. One, I had this thought yesterday, so I'm just going to share it today because we are live. I think one day on the Growth Day Morning Show, we should actually, you should show us what you do in terms of your physical routine for that. I think that's so amazing. Also, the other thing that I want to share is, you know, I think this is a challenge. It's a challenge for me, but I want to challenge everyone also who's with us right now and who's watching this. Like, even if you pick one moment today where your intention for that next hour is, I'm going to feel the day. I think that's huge. I'm listening to you now, and tell us in the comments, you guys, share with us in the comments if you've had this experience that I have. There's days I haven't felt. There's days where I think I got a lot done, or all this stuff happened, or whatever, and I get to the end of them. I don't know that I felt them. I think it was like either survival mode, right? Or putting fires out, or just trying to get through it all, or get it all done. And, you know, everyone's saying, yes, Brendon, the routine. Yes. But, you know, for everyone today, even if you just one moment, one time today, right? Because I think starting something new and going, I'm going to do this every single hour. And, you know, that's a lot. And I think for anyone out there who's like me, who's gotten in that space of just powering through stuff and checking off lists and getting things done and all the things, right? For some of us, that's just inside our own home with what's going on with our family and our obligations and the things that are happening, right? We all have so much on us. But even if today, and I can't wait to hear about this. And then I'm going to ask you guys about it also. And post, if you do this, post and tag the Growth Day Morning Show. I'll repost everything because I love this, right? Because we're all growing together. But even if you just take one moment and say, okay, for this next hour, I'm going to be intentional about actually feeling the day. Like, how many times do we feel the wind outside or the sun on our face, but we don't even feel it? Do you know what I mean? Or it's chilly out and we're just beelining for the car or whatever it is, but we don't actually feel it and like breathe the air in and feel it filling our lungs and be thankful for the gift
it
of
has to be a
breath.
desire. You have to want that, you know, because what it is, people really struggle. You and me, everybody struggles to get everything into the day that we're supposed to get done, that we feel like we have to get done and everything else. And what ends up happening is people tend to go several years. They didn't feel any of the days, or they didn't feel the years sometimes. And then it's very easy, and we have to be careful to now start blaming other people. You know, oh, you know, my life feels like crap because of, you know, this person or that reality or this group of people that are imposing on me. And it's like, no, you didn't have the hunger and the ambition and the intention each day to feel it. Like, I have to make myself do it. I have to, like, mindfulness, what people don't understand, mindfulness doesn't land on you, nor does growth. Like, if you really want acceleration, joy, growth, adventure, you know, beauty in your life, these are things you have to manifest. Mindfulness is manifested by will. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just fall into flow and everything's perfect. I'm like, I ain't never seen that happen. Even the Dalai Lama has to literally get up and prays for 4 hours a day. He still has to he has to do the discipline with the intention and the will to get into the thing. You know, you study any mindfulness teacher, they have to do that. It's something you say, I'm going to do today. You don't one day have feeling about life that's better and more crazy. You say, I'm going to do better feeling. I'm going to do better emotion. I am going to do better mindfulness. This day, I am going to take 3 minutes every hour to close my eyes, bounce in place, close my eyes, take 10 deep breaths, swinging my arms. Okay, great. You're going to do that. That's going to result in you feeling better. So feelings and emotions, the positive ones we want, they never land on you. They don't. It's not like all of a sudden you're just like, oh, I feel so refreshed. No, you got to go to the spa, babe. You got to do something. You have to refresh yourself. And I just wish people would do that more often, and then they would understand too. Because see, Jamie, they feel guilty about it. They feel like it's, oh, I'm selfless. I don't take any time for myself because I have to be great for everybody. Well, you're not going to be great for everybody if you don't take care of yourself. I'm going to show something real quick today, and I know I have to jump off because we're over today, but I want to share something with everybody today. It's kind of in the same idea. I want to show the simple idea here. I don't know if this is backwards for you or not, but okay. See, everyone wants better relationships, purpose, finances. Those are the outcomes people often, they want, or even, you know, wellness, happiness, joy. But those things come from mindset, habits, and health. And I show this because I call this the bottom line. There's always the bottom line of something that gives you the top line, right? If you focus on your mindset, habits, and health, the top line starts improving. Finances, relationships, purpose. Well, if we put wellness up here, or feeling the day, it's still going to come from mindset, habits, and health. And so you do those things. You do mindset, you do habits, you do health, and those lead to great outcomes. I think it's important, everyone, if you want to feel the day, you do that. You say, I'm going to feel this day, and you set it up as an intention, as a goal. If you have financial goals, but you don't have feeling goals, you ain't started living life yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Can we just write that down? If you have financial goals, but you ain't got feeling goals, you don't have feeling goals, you're not living life yet.
You haven't even started. You haven't even started the intentional life yet.
That's huge.
Yes.
That's huge.
And that's where I think a lot of people on New Year's, they share me, you know, they're doing DMing us on Growth Day, all of their goals and everything, which is great. And I look at so many, I say, how sad is it so few people set emotional goals? I want to feel emotionally free. I want to feel creative. I want to feel spontaneous and sexy. I want to feel happy. I want to feel like fulfilled finally. Well, those are choices in the moment and in the day. They're not results of decades. There are, I'm going to do fulfillment today. I'm going to allow myself to integrate the work that I did today and feel fulfilled for a hard day's work. So many people watching this, they work so hard, Jamie, and they've never allowed themselves to feel fulfilled by a hard day's work.
I just think it's revolutionary even talking about it. I think a lot of people don't even know, feeling goals, right? Because we're also in a world that kind of, I guess, validates or celebrates those external goals, you lost weight, you are, all those things, right? But it's like, feeling goals impact everything else. Huge.
Yes.
Feeling goals.
All right, everyone write it down.
2021.
Create your feeling goals today. I hope we brought some feeling of encouragement and joy. Yes. I want to give gratitude again to Jamie for joining me.
Everyone with us.
For this her belief in me and growth day. I appreciate you, Jamie. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody today. Give yourselves a big round of applause, everybody, for starting your day with personal growth. I keep saying every day can be one, and every day is a great day to grow. So we'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, right back here on Instagram and on Facebook. Jamie and me, the Growth Day Morning Show. Thanks, everybody.